People who are good at flirting. What are some social cues us oblivious people should watch out for? Be wary of a one-sided conversation. If your responses are met with mostly yeps and and nothing without meat, it's probably not going well. This is why I don't have actual real-life friends. I never know what to say and just sit there silently and occasionally nod. People love to talk about themselves, ask open-ended questions that let them ramble. If you actively listen, Google it, there's videos that help, and occasionally relate back to earlier conversations. Is this the same girl you were telling me about with the big earrings? That's the place where Jim fell off his chair. Right. You'll be a really good listener and people will love talking at you. Sometimes too much. Holy shoot. Did not expect this to resonate with people. Thanks for awards. This advice is literally from the Dale Carnegie book How to Win Friends and Influence People if you'd like follow-up reading. I have this issue. I'm too good of a listener. I've had people really like me as a person because I've heard their entire freaking life story. But I'm like, you know nothing about me, so sometimes it's not worth it if the other person uses it as an excuse to steamroll the conversation. People will love talking at you, sometimes too much. This is the step I'm at. Help. I just embrace it, though learning to politely break the conversation and mingle elsewhere is a great next step. Sometimes people just love hearing themselves talk and have no interest in anything you have to say. They can be fun to hang out with in big groups, but kind of suck one-on-one when you just get word vomit and no reciprocation of listening or interest. Go grab another drink, go to the bathroom, or say oh it was so nice seeing you, I'm gonna go say hi to that person over there. I'm not the most talkative, but I love local music and have made a lot of acquaintances that I consider friends and enjoy being around. However, my real friends are the ones I hang out with one-on-one and can get on my level. Many of them live in other places now and we don't get to spend time too often, but we pick right up where we left off. Cherish those, and have fun with the rest. Just don't let them dominate your time if they're not allowing space for you to. They make a lot of eye contact. They are interested in what you have to say and ask you lots of questions. They laugh at your jokes, even the lame ones. They initiate physical contact. They try to find space where you can talk more privately. This does not always mean Shreks, but it often means they wish for more quality time with you. For the first two questions, this does not always apply to service workers or retail employees. It's their job to be extra nice. They sometimes have to laugh at your jokes and they have to seem interested in what you say. I remember going on 9 dates with a girl who just got out of a long relationship and just wanted to be friends, to which I had said cool, let's just hang out then. One night she was dropping me off at my place after a movie, turned the car off, put her arm on my headrest as we chatted before I got out. I was fully in the mindset that we were just friends, so I shook her hand. Good night. Rip. Honestly though, that's a freaking power move. Can confirm. She should have been more clear about what she wanted. Good at flirting also means recognizing when the other party isn't receptive. If they're answering briskly and killing conversation, cut your losses and move on. Flirting is like sales. You won't get everyone, but if you chat with enough people, you'll find someone into you. Always be closing. A. Always. B. C. Closing. K. Keep. I. It. S. Simple. S. Stupid. Great advice. Hurts me every time. I read once that if someone looks at you after someone, doesn't have to be you, said something funny and everyone is laughing, they like you. From personal experience, it's true. This one has always caused me a lot of misery, because when I like someone I always notice they look at another person in these situations. Hello fellow sufferer. What if that other person was looking at yet another person, who was looking at someone else, who was looking at you? Why does this feel like high school? This is like 90% true. It could also be someone you just admire. I heard this many years ago and sort of mentally logged the data. I found myself looking at good leaders as well, in the professional world. But yeah, mostly the girl I found cutest as well, outside professional life. Does someone spend a lot of time around you? I'm terrible at flirting, but that's my method. Hang out. Be with this person. See if you vibe. My Netflix and I really vibing, man. Okay, but I've been in a steady relationship with Netflix for years, so I think you're just reading the signs wrong. I can't believe I've been taking login and watch now wrong all these years. If they look directly at you while talking to their friend, it's a good sign. Oh god, it's looking at me. Get security or something. I told you. He has been staring at me like a creep the whole night. Please don't leave my side. God damn it, I laughed way too hard at that. Who did you look at? Especially when they are talking to cops and pointing at you. That's when you know she's into you. Small body language clues. If she puts her feet behind her ears, she probably likes you. Maybe she's just Canadian. Your best bet is to just keep your wits about you and continue to look for signs. Generally, there's no one thing that gives it away. Everyone says to look for eye contact, look at posture, look for mimicry, etc. And sure, there's some truth to that, but no one should be expected to keep track of all of those things, and not everyone exhibits any particular one. In my experience, almost everyone can get a sense that someone is into them, but most people second guess themselves until they convince themselves it's nothing. I say trust that sense. It's based off all of these factors that we pick up consciously and subconsciously, and almost always it's not a coincidence. When you think someone likes you, you can test that theory in a few ways. A subtle but effective example is inviting them to something you know they can't or don't want to attend. If they express interest in rescheduling or finding some other way to spend time with you, they like you. Otherwise, they'll just say no. Sorry, I can't make it. This works because you're showing interest in spending additional time with them. This event would be more enjoyable for me if you were there, and if they like you, they will be sure to make it clear that they are saying no to the event, not to you. Of course, you could also just ask. In my experience, anyone worth getting intimate with is mature enough to deal with that question. A few examples of things that have helped give away someone's feelings for me: telling their friends about me, remembering my schedule or other similar information, telling me about their previous interest with striking similarities, bragging about themselves in ways that would make a potential partner happy. I give great back massages or I cook a mean omelette. Asking what my plans are at the end of a party gathering instead of their friends. Looking for or grasping onto shared interests. Don't take flirting advice from Reddit. Where else am I supposed to get advice for the fake arguments with my shampoo bottles in the shower? Does their body turn toward you or away from you when you talk? Do they mirror your body language? Usually they have their back to me. What does that say? They are presenting the booty. You know the rule. If the booty is presented, the relationship is cemented. This dead set sounds like the way a modern person would say the marriage was consummated, so it's official. Frankly, I think it's better in modern English. Physical contact. Granted, not everyone flirts the same way, but a good sign is if they touch your arm, or the like, or you find them smiling the whole time that you're talking to them. Once I had a classmate gal who sat beside me during class. She actually told me to save that seat for her for the rest of sem. She would play footsies with me and hit me in my legs with her shoes knees. She also asked me what my favorite drink is and bought me that specific drink during our finals. Sem has passed and I didn't push on. Ah ha 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 ha, dumbass me. There is still time. Actually, she died in a tragic footsie related accident the next day. Tried to play footsie with a crocodile. RIP. This isn't all on you, so don't feel bad. Just like there are clear signs that somebody likes you, there are also clear signs that somebody does not like you. You might have missed her signs, but if you weren't being clearly offish or unfriendly, then she could also have just come out and asked you on a date. Maybe it's because I'm older and DGAF, or because I'm pretty dim when it comes to reading the signals myself, but these days I'm just straight with people about what I'm feeling, thinking, in a respectful, appropriate way, of course. Life's too short to guess. I'd rather get a confirmed rejection and move on than sit around wondering and playing games. Everybody saying eye contact. Like, do y'all's friends frickin' stare at the floor when they talk to you? Gosh damn. If eye contact was a sign of flirting, then everyone I meet throughout my day must think I'm hot. Shoot. Supermarket staff. The lady at the park when I was walking the dog. I shared a moment with the old bloke at the servo. It is Reddit, a website full of people who don't know how to run their own leaves telling other people how to run their leaves. Seriously, tell a bad joke, look for laughter and smiles that should not be there, but then it's you they are into. Definitely not what you said. Oh yuck, you're trying to flirt, aren't you? Dodging a bullet, to be honest. According to Reddit, I've dodged more bullets than Keanu fricking Reeves. This joke is so bad it actually made my father-in-law angry. I wasn't hitting on him and prefaced it by asking if he'd like to hear a very stupid joke. Where did the general hide his armies? I don't know. In his sleeve, yes. One time I got the courage to look at someone in the eyes and said, I need one of those hugs that turn into Shreks. He laughed, haha, said me to then continue talking about what we were previously talking about. I thought about running face first into a wall. Again, you can't really tell. She could be Canadian and just be nice.